Good day, everyone. Welcome to Emerson's ZXD, ZXLD Digital Scroll Condensing Unit and XWEB Communication webinar. This event is jointly organized by Emerson and RNA Engineering. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Just some few reminders before we start. This session will be recorded. Please keep your mic on mute. And due to time limitations, you can email our speakers directly for any questions regarding today's presentation. I will now turn you over to Nick Cam to officially kick off today's event.
Thanks, Lei. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nick. I would like to thank you on behalf of the RNA team for taking your busy Tuesday afternoon to attend this joint webinar. This is a collaboration between RNA and Emerson in efforts to share with you guys the application and efficiency of the digital scroll technology paired together with DXL monitoring system. I believe this combination of these two products will help to bring its performance capabilities to its full potential. So, without further ado, I'll pass the mic over to Emerson's Mr. Ho.
Thank you, Nick. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody hear me?
Yep, continue.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank the RNA team, especially Nick, for having us today to talk about our Copeland ZXD and ZXLD digital scroll condensing unit. So I will share with you, what's the latest development of this series of condensing unit. Here you can see, I think most of us here, the contractors, co-room contractors, the supermarket contractors, refrigeration contractor, they have been installing ZX, for some years now, for medium temp and low temp, 2 to 7.5 horsepower, all right, and maybe some have installed before 9 horsepower. But today's session, I would like to touch on mostly on the larger ZX. We call it the ZXD and the ZXLD, all right. So I mean this what you call this range, 12, 16 and 20 horsepower, both medium temp and low temp, right? This product is suitable for supermarket, or cold rooms, within the capacity of 1,000 to 5,000 meters square, they mean for the showcase, for the cold room, all right, for the chiller and freezer application. Most of the what you call the accessory, already included in this unit, right? So as you can see here, is basically just plug and play, it depends on what bill of material you would like to order. It's all here, right? To show you how to read for some of you who are new to this series, basically ZX is our Copeland outdoor condensing unit. Scroll condensing unit. Then you have the LD, that means low temp digital, and if it's only D, the XD will be what you call a medium temp. So for this series, 12, 16, 20 horsepower. Then we have the generation. Basically, for this larger one is the first generation. Then E, we always bring in the E with ester oil. That means you can use for all refrigerant, including the R22. All right. So then for Malaysia, we have 380, 420, 3-phase 50 hertz. For other country, we do have a different motor code, which can take care 60 hertz. Then the bill of material, as I show you just now. All the accessories. Before going further, one thing I like to highlight here is we need to take note. Whatever compressor you use or condensing unit you use. Doesn't matter what's the brand, you always look for the operating envelope, meaning that you need to operate within the operating envelope, meaning that you need to operate within the evaporating temperature range as well as the ambient or condensing temperature range. So here for condensing unit, usually we look at the ambient. For us here, normally when we do sizing, we look at around 38 degrees Celsius. All right. That will give you sufficient capacity, because nowadays it's pretty hot, the weather. If you look at 32, maybe on a hot sunny day you have some issue of high pressure. So look at 38, and then if it's a mid temp, you always want to operate not lower than -20 evaporating. All right, here, evaporating, remember, not cold room temperature or showcase temperature, okay? Because if you were to operate minus what do you call 20 cold room temperature, that means you need to run lower your evaporating, okay? That's for medium temp. And for low temp ZXLD, you can go down to minus 40 evaporating, meaning that if you want to have your cold room temperature as minus 35, no issue, okay? Or minus 34, no issue. Or your showcase or your freezer island, no issue, all right? So always remember that have to operate within the operating envelope, all right? Then you can be assured optimum performance, and also the lifespan of the unit will be, longer, all right? Okay, there's so many what they call condensing unit in the market, all right? Nowadays, there's many brands, okay? And also some of it go for the pricing, okay? Some of it go for the features, okay? And some of it go for the energy saving, okay? I mean, the ZX has always been, we talk about the product value, all right? What's the value the product that can give to our customer, all right? So first of all, I think today most of us joining is contractors or installer, maybe some end users, okay? So for end users, most important for them is the reliability, okay? Top priority, okay, on the equipment, meaning that you don't give them a frequent breakdown and all this hassle of calling the contractor. So they want a unit that's reliable, okay, running whole year long, okay? And then obviously with today increase in the what do you call energy cost, electrical cost. So energy consumption is also very important. So if you look at it, our Emerson Copeland, digital scroll condensing unit comply or meet all these requirements, all right? As compared to some of our competitor in the semi-hermetic technology or in the fixed speed technology, all right? So we have the more green dot, okay? So take note on this, okay? The values. Okay, some of you might, like I said in the beginning, you have experience of installing 2 to 7.5 horsepower, 1 or 2 fan ZX unit, all right, before. And for this larger one, 12, 16, and 20, there is 2 compressor inside the unit, okay? So we have the fixed scroll and a digital scroll, okay? And same with the smaller unit that you have installed before, come complete with all the accessory and cold sense controller, all right? So another one to take note, another point is that this is not updated. This one, I think by now we should have around 150,000 unit running, okay, at least for Asia market. So you can be assured that this ZX platform is matured and have been tested, okay, throughout all this year, all right? Okay, just to share with you what you call some of this digital technology, okay? So some of you might have experience with digital scroll and some might not, okay? But I'll take this opportunity to explain a little bit on what do you mean by digital scroll, okay? So Emerson, we build broadly 2 types of scroll, one is the fixed scroll and the other one is the digital scroll, okay, for this unit, meaning that we can have digital modulation or stepless modulation, meaning you can have 20% to 100% capacity control, all right? So how we control this modulation is that we have this solenoid valve, okay? By detecting the suction pressure, so we will control the opening and closing of this solenoid, thus controlling the screw set loading and unloading, okay? For this example, if we look at 20% modulation, 20% capacity, meaning that in 10-second cycle, I will have 2 seconds loaded and 8 seconds unloaded, all right? So you have 20% capacity. So all this is done automatically by the controller, okay, in the unit. So it will calculate based on the suction pressure. So all you need to do is to set what is your suction pressure or evaporating pressure you like to run, okay, your system, your cold room system or your showcase, all right? You just put in one of the setting, then it will modulate automatically, all right? So this function is very useful if you were to drive, let's say one of this unit, you are driving like 3, 4 number of showcases. So when one of your showcases cut on thermostat, so it will automatically unload accordingly. Okay, so I mean in graph form, if you look at it, the digital will have quite a smooth kind of pressure fluctuation, whereas a standard cut in and cut out, you will see the fluctuation of pressure. So if your cold room temperature, you need a precise cold room temperature of plus minus, let's say half a degree. So digital is the one you want to consider. All right. So it even more accurate than the inverter control, because inverter basically controlling the speed of your motor, not the pressure. All right. So this is directly on the pressure side, which is more straightforward and simpler to use. Okay. No what do you call complicated electronics. Okay, I tend to spend quite a bit of time on this one because a lot of question on digital scroll, how it functions. I hope that this slide will help you understand. If you need further information, you can go into our YouTube channel and search for Copeland digital scroll. You will find a lot of information there. Okay, so together with this ZXD or ZXLD, we do have this kind of increase in the COP. That means why our unit more energy efficient, all right, and use less energy because of this vapor injection, because of this subcooling, all right, patented vapor injection technology. So we managed to increase the COP by 25%, all right, for low temp condition, all right, as compared to liquid injection. Okay, so for low temp, if you were to use some other technology like the CIC and you need to what they call take care of your high side. You need to have some liquid injection because when you're running low temp, your high side tend to be quite high, all right? So you need to cool it down. So even with empty condition, okay, we still manage to boost up to 18% of COP. So take note, okay, energy saving, all right, when it comes to this vapor injection, okay. We did some comparison, okay, with the market in some of our competitor, okay. This is a brand P. I think you can guess what's the brand, all right. So here I just would like to point out the increase of COP is even more apparent if you look at it. If you run at minus 35 evaporating temperature, the lower it gets, the better COP we are compared to the competitor, as you can see here. Up to 61% better what they call COP increase, okay? So in other words, you can say that we are 60% more energy efficient than the competitor, all right? So it depends how you interpret this comparison, okay? Okay, most of us have experience installing, okay, especially those supermarket contractors, okay? Last time you always have the, low temp compressor rack and medium temp compressor rack, okay, semi-hermetic. You need a big plant room, okay, to store your both of the rack because it's very bulky, all right. So with the ZXLD, it's very compact, okay. You just have to have some space at the back of your store or at the side of the store. You build a platform, that's it. You can just literally hang it or just leave it there, all right, without having to have a machine room or plant room, okay. Nowadays, all this costs money, all right. So you don't want that, all right, if you can do away without the machine room. So if you look at it, if you look at the what you call the piping design especially, okay, you compare to the rack. If you got a rack, imagine this is a supermarket rack. You have a rack maybe at the basement car park, and then you need to rise up maybe 10-story high to the rooftop, okay, to your condenser or cooling tower. Then you have another 10-story pipe going back to the supermarket shop floor. Imagine, okay, all in all, maybe 20-30 story of pipe length, okay. Maybe few hundred, I won't say kilometer, few hundred meter of piping, okay. So few hundred meter of piping, copper piping costs money, all right. So for main pipe, the supermarket is quite a big size, okay. 2-in-1 okay, big size, cost money. And with all this pipe, you need more refrigerant to fill it up, right? So when you have more refrigerant, more chance of leaking, more chance of pressure drop, you are not environmental friendly, okay. So you don't want that. So the solution is you go with this, all right, our ZXD, ZXLD, compact, all built in, all right? So they save you all this hassle, okay? Less pressure drop, less chance of leaking and less refrigerant charge, okay? Because we don't have all this long piping, right? Okay, that's a quick one on the product value, the features, all right? And the third one I'm going to show you is on the maintenance side, okay? Especially for those contractors, okay, or end user that want a system that is easy to maintain, all right? So with this in mind, okay, this is how the 12 and 16 horsepower unit look like, okay? Both the medium temp and low temp is the same, all right? 2 fan, all right? And then with the compressor at the left and the right hand side, okay? So very compact. So if we look at the overview of this top view, this is a 2 compressor, okay? 1 fixed screw, 1 digital screw, and then you have all the receiver, oil separator, and all the accessory all pre-installed, all right? So here is another view, okay? Maybe I just fast forward here. Okay, another thing is this one come complete with the switchboard, okay, and control panels, all right, and the controller. So all you need to do is 3-phase supply coming in, all right, and that's it, all right, and then you connect your piping, liquid and suction line. That's it. Almost like you're hanging a aircon split unit, all right. So very easy, just plug and play. And this one will save you a lot of cost, all right. So this control panel alone will cost you a few $1,000 plus the controller, maybe another $2,000-3,000. So remember, all right, you have to cost in this. You have to take out this cost if you were to buy this unit for your project, all right. So for the what do you call ease of maintenance, want to see how the whether the oil level is enough. We have a side glass at the side here with the oil separator, high level, low level, all right. And then we have a window to see the whether you have enough refrigerant charge. There is a side glass for that as well. And for the controller, you can see the status, whether you got any alarm or any error, okay. So it's very easy. For charging and vacuuming, okay, it's at the side, very easy. You just open up the panel and it's easy access, all right. So these 2 points, you just do the vacuuming and charging here, right? And then, okay, so just in case, what you call, like I said, if you install this system properly, you commission this properly, this compressor is very reliable, all right? So it will run years without problem. But just in case, okay, you need to replace the compressor, it's still easy. Just open up a panel, you can literally slide it out, all right? So our designer have thought of that, okay? Rather than have this installed somewhere in the middle, whereby a technician have to crawl in, okay? No, it's at the side, easy, just pull out, all right? Once again, okay, so for oil filter replacement, the same, all right, easy. And then if you need to replace the fan, all right, so it's easy as well, okay. So that is 12 and 16 horsepower. Then we have the what you call 20 horsepower unit. So the 20 horsepower, the difference is because of higher capacity, they got 3 fan and also the V block condenser. So all the compressor is, all the accessory is at the bottom here, okay. So accessibility is as simple. All 4-sided, all the panel can be opened up for cleaning and servicing, all right. So here you go, you can see the what you call the compressors, okay, and all the accessory, okay. Then you have the control panel here, okay. So same thing, it's all at the side here, easy for maintenance, all right. Okay, so basically then, of course, if you need further information, you can always email to us or contact Nick. Then we can send you a more detail of the operation manual. But whenever you purchase this unit, the instruction and operation manual come with each and every unit inside the box, all right? So don't worry. So, okay, before I end my presentation, I would like to share with you some of the large ZXD, ZXLD installation in Malaysia. Oh, by the way, all this year we have installed, if it's not 1,000, we have installed hundreds of units of the small ZX, okay? But for this particular session, I'd like to share with you the larger ZX, all right? So here you can see, okay, excuse me, I don't put the name of the cold room or supermarket, all right? So for those of contractor who have installed, maybe you recognize some of your installation, all right? So here you can see that for this one, at the back of the supermarket or at the car park, you see very convenient. You just build out a platform or a rack, okay, without any requirement of a cold room, I mean a plant room, machine room, all right? Save space, save money, all right? So this is a 16 horsepower unit, medium and low temp unit. So the piping easily, okay, go into, this is a shop floor. You see very short piping, all right? So easy for maintenance. And this is another one for smaller supermarket, medium size maybe, okay? Just hang it on the wall, all right? And here they make a platform, all right? Just sit on this, C channel or I-beam, all right? Easy. Here we have 3 number of 20 horsepower, low temp, mid temp, and this is a 7.5 horsepower 2 fan, all right? So easy piping going to the shop floor, short piping. Okay, like this example, what do you call no space, no worry, okay? At the back of the store, you can install it. At the back of the store, side of the store, you can install it. This one's shop houses, typical, okay, 20 horsepower, just hang there, no issue, all right? Same thing, all right, this one, okay, on the wall, okay, if you are in the PJ Damansara area, okay, so very compact, all right, all this shop house, you don't have space at all. So just hang it, all right, just hang it and short piping into the shop floor, all right? So easy, okay, so more on the hanging. Because the unit itself, because it's scroll compressor, not heavy, okay? Imagine this, if this is what you call a semi-automatic mixer, it will be very, what you call a heavy, okay, 100, 200 kilo, you can't really have this small little bracket, right? So please consider this ease of installation, compact, okay, that you can really consider, okay? So I think I've reached the end of my slide here, all right? So I would like to, thank you for your time, and without further ado, I will pass this on to my colleague, our new guy, Mr. Stanley Wong. Okay, so he will share with you what you call a little bit information on the connection, especially the XWEB connection with ZX. Okay, so over to you, Stanley.
Okay, thanks a lot to Mr. CHO, a wonderful presentation we have, very informative, marvelous information and terrific product we have on our ZX CDUs, Copeland ZX CDUs. All right, so now I'm going to talk about, okay, hold on, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen. Maybe
Yeah,
you want to
okay.
put on full mode, full presentation mode.
Yeah, in full presentation mode now. So okay, today I'm going to continue on today's topic regarding connecting ZXD or ZXLD digital scroll condensing unit with our XWEB Pro supervisor and monitoring system. So presenting today, I am Stanley, or you may call me YE also. I'm managing electronic solution businesses for Malaysia, Singapore, and Vietnam. So this is my handphone number and also email address. All right. So anybody who wants to contact me, these are my contact. Okay. Move on. So to move on, to talk about Copeland ZXD, ZXLD digital scroll condensing unit versus our XWEB system. Okay, basically ZX Next Gen CDU is compatible with the XWEB controllers from Dixel. For your information, very soon it will also be known as Lumity. So we are undergoing brand migration to Lumity. So Dixel Intelligence Store Solution module transforms data from store equipment signals and result control actions from better efficiency monitoring and also savings. This XWEB supervisor and monitoring system delivers values to newly set up stores and also existing stores. All right. So the ZX next gen CDU connects to Dixel XWEB controllers via Modbus network using the in the RS485 network. Okay. Okay, to move on, intelligent store solution for convenience store is a system by Emerson which allows our Copeland ZX CDU to be connected to electronic solution Dixel XWEB supervisor and monitoring system. You see, the ZX next gen will be connected to our Dixel system. Okay, in here we can see that the XWEB is connected to few devices like power meters, lighting or HVAC control, our refrigeration case controllers, and the most important of all is it can connect to our ZX next gen controllers, which is our core sense controllers. All right. So our Emerson compressed product offering consists of ZX digital CDUs, and then we have our electronic solution, which is our refrigeration case controller, the acquisition modules, the supervision, the supervisor and monitoring, and power meters, and then these are flow controls. So today I'm going to talk about how our electronic solution XWEB supervisor and monitoring system connect to our ZX CDUs to unleash our greater potential of Emerson compressed solution offers. Together with this, also I would like to introduce some of our Emerson products, which includes our acquisition modules, our power meters, the refrigeration case controllers. In here also, I would like to introduce how our electronic solution XWEB supervisor and monitoring system benefits our customers by connecting to the ZX digital condensing unit. Introducing to you the 3 success stories as a reference. Here we have in 7-Eleven in Korea, you can see that we retrofitted 2 horsepower plus 3 horsepower baseline CDU with our ZXD. And then by introducing our XWEB supervisor and monitoring system, the result is we managed to help our customer reduce their power consumption by 27%. Imagine what is 27% means to you. If the electricity bill is talking about $10,000 per month, you save 2.7 K in term of electricity bill. So how is the return of investment? You know it best. All right. So okay, we also have a reference on CAFO in which we uses the ZXD for refrigeration, and then at normal case they run at normal mode. In one fine day we introduce our XWEB supervisor and monitoring system, and then through our refrigeration case controller parameter scheduling on the schedule for night mode, and then the introduction of dew point control for door frame heating control. The result is with proper scheduling using our XWEB system, we managed to do energy reduction, energy saving of 14%. All right, this is a success story in Nakafo. And then another story is in Dia. So what happened in Dia is that we uses the ZX digital CDUs. We also introduced our XWEB supervisor and monitoring system, hook up to power meters, and then acquisition modules, and then refrigeration case controllers. So at the same time, we also introduce enterprise solution called the ProAct Energy or Connect Plus. You see, at this moment, this is the enterprise, our enterprise solution, which allows the customer to monitor more than one stores. So in here, what we do is that the refrigeration case controller parameter schedule for night mode, and then the smart lighting control, and then they also introduce a dew point control for door frame heating control. Throughout the span of a few years, the energy saving average, we talk about 20%. So imagine how much 20% is, and how fast the return of investment it can be. Okay, so here I would like to talk about a sample general proposal on how we are going to introduce our XWEB system. In this case, we are introducing XWEB 500D in the sample proposal to connect with the ZXCDUs. XCM25D is the controllers inbuilt inside our ZXCDUs, right? So in this sample case, our customer wants to have a control monitoring and alarm management system, and then the condensing unit should allow to have a local and remote control, and then it should be easily set based on the temperature, cooling control of compressor, and then system failure management, and then system protection. And then other than that, the customer also requires a complete refrigeration and case control solution, immediate capturing of alarm or alert to SMS and email to the relevant person in charge. Then periodic temperature loggings function. Okay, here with we have the bill of material. So we have of course the Copeland ZX condensing unit, and then we have the XWEB 500D as the supervisor and monitoring controller, and then in here also example of the refrigeration case controller in which it is XR75CX, and then the example acquisition module which is the XJM60D as the co-room controller which is the XLR170, and temperature sensors and RF sensors and control transformers. Okay. with this, we have built a system architecture for your reference. Okay. We have the graphic user interface at the top. The local PC hook to the Ethernet or Wi-Fi to our XWEB 500D. The XWEB 500D connects to router via Ethernet or Wi-Fi to gain access to the internet or intranet. Okay, the external remote computer can access to our XWEB 500D through internet by keying in the preset IP inside the XWEB 500D together with the username and password given. You can log in to the XWEB 500D. If there are any alarms or alert, we can email or SMS to the relevant person in charge. So the ZXCDUs will be connected via RS485 to our XWEB controllers, and also the acquisition module is here, the cold room controllers, and also the refrigeration case controllers. All will be able to connect via RS485 to our XWEB controller. Okay. Basically, our overview on the whole XWEB supervisor and monitoring system. What is XWEB 500D? It's an advanced monitoring, control, and supervision system, which is highly customizable to most of your requirement. It is hardware which is a very reliable, industrial grade, complete with a maintenance-free solution. You may have a remote display as an option, and then to access to this XWEB 500D, you just need to have internet facility complete with the set of our IP address. Just either Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, or Google Chrome. You will be ready to access to the system. So these are some of the specification inside the XWEB controller, as well as the specification for the display, external display for XWEB, right? So this is the example. This is the most important of all. What is connected to our XWEB system? Of course, we need to. We have the Copeland ZX unit, which is inbuilt complete with XCM35D, which allows the Copeland ZX condensing unit to be connected to our XWEB. So our Copeland ZX condensing unit is a refrigeration air-cooled condensing unit suitable for retail, food retail and food service sector. It's a large condenser. It has a large condenser and low-speed fan, which this allows a very ultra low noise, very quiet operation. Okay. The XWEB supervisor and monitoring system will be connected to the ZXCDU via daisy chain. You see, it can be daisy chain connected via daisy chain to all these ZXCDUs. All right. So this is our hold on. In this proposal, we also introduced the XGM60D, our acquisition module, which comes along with an inbuilt display. This XGM60D is very suitable for refrigeration, air conditioning, and automation system. SJM60D helps monitor and read analog variable required for various type of sensors. Example, temperature, pressure, or humidity sensors. Normally acquires this reading from various essential locations. You see, essential locations like room 1 in room 2 or room 3. Different rooms. Okay. Next is example of temperature sensors, which is in this case is an NTC temperature NTC thermistor with a high accuracy, short response time, and very high reliability. So moving forward is our prime series refrigeration case controllers. Here I would like to introduce to our XR75, a microprocessor based controller with a cutout 32 mm times 74 mm, suitable for medium and low temp refrigeration unit. Most important is it has a built-in RS485, allows it to connect to our XWEB supervisor and monitoring system using Modbus RTU. This diagram shows the connection of XWEB supervisor and monitoring system to all the connected refrigeration case in daisy chain. All right. Same goes to our cold room controllers, XLR 170. This will be connected via daisy chain to our XWEB controllers. All right. Yeah. So the other after the introduction for a few of our Emerson electronic solution product and controllers, now we move on to our XWEB supervisor and monitoring interface and function. System state-of-art graphic user interface, which enables users to customize display. This display on the floor plan. This floor plan is you can customize, you can draw your own floor plan, and you can show each of the readings in each of the equipments in the floor plan. Yeah, a well-planned illustration of floor plan enable user with slightest knowledge of site to easily understand and appreciate the feature. Okay. So, slight introduction. Moving on is a slight introduction of what is XWEB Pro. XWEB Pro is actually is a supervisor and monitoring system for the management of retail environments and HVACR applications. Okay. So XWEB Pro series offers various applications in petrol. It can be used in petrol stations, shops, restaurants, convenience stores, supermarkets, and hypermarkets. We have the basic model of our XWEB 300D going up to XWEB 500D to XWEB 1000D, and the highest is the XWEB 5000, which it can connect up to 494 devices. Okay. So our XWEB Pro is suitable to hook up various type of system. In this case, we have case control cases and control rooms, controllers, air conditioning, lighting, leak detection and energy monitoring controllers, and then the compressor racks and CO2 solution controllers. All these will be hooked up to our XWEB solution in a single stores, and with all the different stores, it can be hooked up to our enterprise management software, which is called ProAct Connect Plus. Okay. So, okay, to move on, in our XWEB system, we have an enhanced remote analysis suitable for startup and commissioning of new plants. And then it also analyzes possible critical situations where you see different graphs can be put under one single display, and we can identify every single situation where what type of alarms, what type of malfunctions possibly could have happened. So with the alarm notification email, the person in charge may access to the enhanced data analysis. So it makes it ease of remotely identification and resolving the root cause during each and every malfunctions happen at site. Okay. The devices view screen allows real-time access to individual controllers, sending commands to specific controllers. And also allows you to adjust set points and parameters in various controllers. Okay. These are the dashboard screen displays all the available controllers which is connected to the XWEB, and performance meter is a meter screen display all the operating temperature and operating mode with auto configuration. And then in a scheduler provides an overview of all daily activities. Okay. In here, when you log on to the XWEB, it also provides you with all the alarms. The alarm screen also provides you with all the active and the historical alarms in here. All right. Via the graph or charts, able to show you all the logged readings via multi-axis. You see multi-axis and via multi variables. Okay. Energy consumptions allow periodical energy consumption to be displayed on graphs, hence allows proper plannings on energy efficiency. Okay. Moving on is in this XWEB supervisor and monitoring system, it has inbuilt application to generate food quality report. Okay, to generate food quality reports. These reports can display for each devices. The beauty of this system is it display different colors. You can see that different colors in here on possible anomalies in food storages. Okay. By inputting the specific period of time, the hazard analysis and critical control point report will be displayed or made available via email. It can be printed out or saved as a PDF file. Okay. Okay, from here you see that the connectivity of XWEB with all the devices. These are all the controllers and or the devices or the CDUs or for refrigeration or cold rooms. It can be connected via RS485 to the XWEB, and then the graphic user interface or the human machine interface can be connected via Ethernet or Wi-Fi. It can be broadcasted to the internet, and users can connect to XWEB supervisor and monitoring system via IP address using internet browsers. Okay, using standard internet browsers can connect to Wi-Fi via connect to our XWEB controllers. Okay, so in here is just to show you the availability of our XWEB Pro controllers, which we have the XWEB 300D, XWEB 500D, XWEB 1000D, and XWEB 5000, which allows up to 494 devices being connected. XWEB 300D is a basic model which do not have the schedulers and layout floor plan. The rest of it, it allows you to have a floor plan and the schedulers incorporated inside the application. Okay. So here are some of our other specifications. So I end my presentation on the supervisor and monitoring system. Here I pass back to Lei.
I'll take
Thank you,
over.
Stanley. Yep.
Yeah.
Nick, any closing remarks?
Thanks, Stanley. Thank you, Mr. Ho and Stanley, for the informative talk. For any questions, you can email me at nick@rna.com.my or any of our RNA staff. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. There was a lot of information to take in. The Emerson team is available as well, Mr. Ho and Stanley. You guys can email them at ch.ho@emerson.com or stanley.wong@emerson.com. And on behalf of RNA, I want to thank Emerson for hosting this webinar and everyone here for attending. We look forward to working together with you for your next project.
Again, thank you everyone who joined us today. So I hope you gained valuable insights on our cold chain offerings. Please be on the lookout for our next webinar. And in the meantime, you can visit our website and follow us on our social channels. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone.